And then this is the preset that took this loop over the top. It really just made the loop so much better, bro. This is really what made the loop like super crazy. What's up? My name's Devin. I also go by Infinite or Proud by Infinite. And today I'm gonna show y'all how I made my craziest Pyrexx loop. Now let's get it. Now, if you do like this loop, it is going to be available on my Patreon. If you don't know what my Patreon is where I give out loops every single week. I give the MIDI, I give the stems, you get discounts off my sound kits, and you get all my YouTube videos early. Now, don't that sound great? It'll be the first link in the bio. Now that we're in FL Studio, let's break down the loop real quick. So I first started off with this instance of Analog Lab 5, and here's what it sounds like by itself. So that sound right there was actually the Daxay preset in the Vision EXE Vices kit for Analog Lab. So shout out my guy Vision, bro. He's not my guy. He don't know who I am. But if you're watching this, shout out to you, bro. You have a very fire kit. I paid for it, full price. Boom. Now basically the way that I made this melody right here is I went to the magnet right here. I went onto the 1/6 beat, just so we can kind of have like a little triplet flow kind of melody. And I just kind of like started clicking stuff in. So I started off with the first note that's in the scale. So we got the D sharp minor. And then I went down 400 cents, and then I went down 500 cents to make this little melody right here. Which, I mean, it's cool, but since we're not really using chords or anything like that, I wanted to like make it a little bit more full, a little bit more thick, you feel me? So I took it and I pitched up a whole octave as well, just the same exact notes. You mean, then we got that sound right there. But as you can tell, it's a little bit plain, it's a little bit boring. So I started adding in other notes like this right here. I mean, makes it a little bit more spicy. And then I just kind of like started filling out the melody from there. And I really like using the 1/6 beat setting for these type of melodies because you can kind of just click in anything and it'll start to sound good. And then this is the preset that took this loop over the top. Yeah, so this one was also in the Vision EXE kit, the shiny preset. And this one, it really just made the loop so much better, bro. This is really what made the loop like super crazy. Now this is what it sounds like by itself. You know what I mean? It just gave the loop like a whole different vibe. Like even when you look at it like this one by itself, I mean, it's cool. But then when you add this one in right here, oh, it just goes so much more crazy. It just has such a more unique vibe to it. Since we have the main melody built out for the loop, my next goal is just to kind of fill out the frequencies and get other counter melodies. So the next thing that I did was go into Analog Lab 5 and I grabbed this pad right here, the Baby Angelic preset. Y'all know how I feel about this preset. I've used it a million times. Shout out Loophole and everything like that. Now here's what the pad sounds like by itself. And then I'm gonna be honest with y'all, with this one I got super lucky. This is how I made that little flute texture that's in the beat. So I took the Shaku preset that's in Expand and I made this little melody right here. I remember when I was making this melody, that's not the sound I was going for, but it sounded really cool to me. So I ended up taking it, I exported it out and I reversed it and ended up making this right here. So obviously I did a couple other things, like I threw a chorus on it, I threw a flanger on it, I threw some reverb, and I threw a bunch of delay on there as well. So obviously like it didn't just immediately sound like that. And then shout out to Vision one more time. I promise this is the last time I'm shouting him out. But I got the sub bass that is in his Analog Lab bank. So I just took the root notes for the melody and I just made this right here. And then that's all I did to make this loop. So with that being said, my name is Devin. Also go by Infinite, Proud by Infinite, and peace out.